Onesmus Ngogoyo and Titus Lote, MPs representing Kajiado North and Kachiliba constituencies respectively. It is the kind of anger that we're seeing from members of both houses of parliament, the Senate and the National Assembly, directed towards the president's pronouncements about alleged corruption within the houses of parliament. And we're asking now what happens next and who's going to carry this burden. Now the president has already, the ball is in your courts, Bwana Ngogoyo, that yes, there's corruption in parliament. We've seen a lot of anger, but what happens next? I've seen demands that the president must appear before the Powers and Privileges Committee of the National Assembly. Do you think that will happen?
First of all, we have impressed on the Speaker that these issues of a former member of parliament, now the president is a former member of parliament, casting aspersions on the institution of parliament without providing evidence, action must be taken on him. Because one, there are a number of things that parliament can do. He's entitled to what you call an after-service pension. He should be denied the pension if he does not substantiate his claims on corruption and on who. He must also appear before the Powers and Privileges Committee in whatever form. He must appear, he must provide a statement to that committee so that the individuals he feels or he knows they are corrupt, an action will be taken on them. And that's procedure. Actually, a member of the public can petition the Powers and Privileges Committee. If anybody is offended, is coerced by a member of parliament, that is the place you should revert to. Having said that, why I say the president is a hypocrite, and there is nothing serious about him fighting corruption, and I will still tell the member of parliament for Kachiliba, he belongs to the KPU party, you rather stick to your political party because I think you had an agenda. This president, while they were serving together with Uhuru Kenyatta, they sacked 4 ministers. Charity Ngilu, Kaloki, they sacked Felix Kosgei, they sacked Chirchir. None of those people were taken to court. Mm-hmm. They were not prosecuted for any crime a few years ago. The same president is telling you there are people who are corrupt. He's trying to sanitize himself because this administration has been found culpable of several issues of corruption. Number one, edible oil. The Auditor General noted that there was edible oil that was brought to this country that could not be consumed. Number two, the issue of siphoning of the e-citizen money, direct, linked to several accounts of individuals. All those factors, what the president wants is diversionary. He wants to divert us to think about another institution.
Yet the president needs parliament to pass very key pieces of legislation. Why would he want to antagonize the houses at this point? That's what many people are asking.
Remember, this is a very inconsistent president. He can say this in the morning and say another thing in the afternoon. For instance, when he was there, remember, he promised members a retreat. I don't know which members he was promising a retreat. He says what was the agenda of the day was removed because it ended up being a corruption issue. And remember, they were coming to talk about how to implement the NADCO report. NADCO, which has, for instance, one of the items that has been agreed is the issue is NGCDF. Raila wakes up, says there's no NGCDF. He says Senate should not oversight parliament. They should not oversight governors. It is the MCAs. While the constitution itself says part of the places that money going to counties that should be oversighted to is the Senate. This is the highest hypocrisy of our times.
Okay. Let's look at it politically, Bwana Lote. And there's those who argue that this is a very serious political scheme by the president and his ally, the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, that by creating this and putting NGCDF into that argument as well as corruption allegations, they've created